So, what did we do?
Hello, Bernardo.
Hi.
We just did our first day at Disney World.
Our very first day.
Yeah.
It felt like 5 days at least.
Oh, felt like a lot.
Yeah.
Because it feels like yesterday and today were kind of the same day.
Yeah.
Because it was just a process of getting here because the Bright Line's not open yet. And so getting here was a lot.
Indeed. The train ride was endless.
It was.
Even though it was nice, like...
No, it was like...
Fun.
Yeah, it was eventful.
Yes, that too. Dawn of the second day. Awful. Yeah.
But anyway, the whole point was to get here. So we got here, we checked into our hotel, Caribbean Beach, however
Finally,
you say it. Yeah. So we're finally able to relax.
Yeah.
But we spent the early part of the day in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, we actually checked out of our motel from last night, which you might have seen.
Yeah, it was not a nice place. Glad to be out of there. This place is a huge upgrade. I feel way more comfortable.
Yeah, we woke up at around like 6, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we had to Uber here in order to deliver our bags, but we had the horrible mistake of not changing our shoes, and we were wearing boots thinking that, oh, maybe it'll rain.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just didn't have any room in my bags to place boots, so I was like, oh, it'll be fine. And I know better.
House down boots.
Come on, spill the boots, house.
Yeah, indeed. But I know better. I live near Disneyland, like back home, and so I know how it goes. Yeah, still went with boots. I think I did soldier on a little better than you because I think mine are a little more broken in. Like,
Yeah,
like leather boots, like combat.
Yeah, these are
hard leather boots.
not the boots to walk in.
Yeah, not made for walking.
I mean, I guess combat boots technically are made for walking, but
yeah, but usually broken in. These were like stylish, newer combat boots. It was painful. But we had fun either way, and I guess we can talk about that.
Yes, how was Animal Kingdom?
First of all...
We've never been there, either of us.
No, first of all, we got annual passes.
Yes, we did get our annual passes. I don't have it with me, but
it looks just like
another
this.
One just like that
It looks just like this.
Yeah.
But it says Bernardo on the back. It was cool. It was cool, but also hot.
Yes.
I've never, like he said, we've never been before. I went as a kid to Disney World with my family. We went to Magic Kingdom. We went to what was then MGM Studios, now Hollywood Studios. And we went to Islands of Adventure.
Right.
And so I never got to go to Epcot or Animal Kingdom. So more on Epcot later, like in the coming days.
I had been to Magic Kingdom and Epcot, but never this, and also MGM at the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is no longer MGM. More on that in the future.
As we keep saying. But we started the park by beelining for Pandora.
Yeah, everyone was like,
That's
oh,
what people
Pandora's
recommend.
going to be so crowded. And to be honest, when we got there was a line that seemed like it would be
Forever.
hours and hours. And Rick started panicking and saying like, no, we won't get in. Just like, we can't do this. Let's
Here we
just
go
like,
again.
yeah, let's just abandon this. Abandon all hope.
No,
Let's cry.
I just thought we'd come back later or something, but there wasn't going to be a later.
But I asked the lady, and the lady was like, no, it'll be an hour. And so we stood there, and it honestly advanced very quickly.
Yeah, that was, other than the lack of coffee,
Yeah.
it was a pretty easy queue.
I didn't even realize that we hadn't had anything to eat, basically, since that morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which very rare for me.
Yeah, Bernardo likes to wake up with a power bar and coffee double fisted just to.
Yeah.
That's how he starts his day. So that was hard for him.
So yes, it was intense. I mean, it was not intense. It was like in a haze.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
we got into the Avatar, and we both liked it, I think.
Yeah, give me your score.
My Avatar score? Ooh, I don't know. I guess we mentioned that it's a kind of like a VR experience, but it's like a theater VR experience.
It's Star Tours.
It is Star Tours, but slightly more elaborate, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is the ride vehicle is more elaborate.
Yeah, exactly. It allows for like your own experience in a way.
Mm-hmm,
Even though everyone's doing the same
it's
thing.
communal, just like Star Tours. It's just that, like, yes, you are in your own little pod locked in,
Your
and so
bike.
it feels a little more personal by design of the vehicle.
Yeah. Score-wise, I was pretty impressed. I liked it a lot, even though it's quite simple. I like the theming of the cues and everything, so I'm gonna go with an 8.
Okay. Oh, we're doing numbers.
What?
I gave everything earlier like a number score or a letter score, but we could do.
I don't
numbers.
know what.
That's fine.
letters are.
He's not American. I forget.
Yeah.
He sounds just like one, doesn't he? But
Oh.
so you give it an 8.
I thought an 8. Yeah.
I'm also gonna give it an 8.
Yay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that was done, we went to Satu'li Canteen. The place that video should be its own thing as well.
Yeah. We might just skip to it.
Yeah,
If
but I
we
mean,
can.
we didn't talk about the food itself and stuff, but it was good.
It was fine. The food
yeah.
was fine. I liked it. It wasn't impressive.
No, the burger pods I thought were whatever. I would never order them again.
Yeah.
The steamed bao bun burger pod things,
Yeah.
but the noodles thing was good. Like if
The
I was
protein noodle. Yeah.
yeah, it had a combination of meat and noodles and creamy sauce and
Yeah. It was fine. It was good. It was more
Yeah.
of a simple.
yeah. I'd order the noodle bowl again if I had to. Like it would be
Yeah.
if I was in the area and I was like hungry, I would not be mad about eating that. It was good.
It was fine.
From then we went to
We went too quickly to what's it called?
Expedition Everest.
Expedition Everest.
Yeah.
And well, I think that you also have an idea of how that went. It was fairly intense.
It was very intense.
Unexpectedly intense.
We sat down and I looked at Bernardo and I said, "I'm scared."
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really at all scared because, I mean, I've been into harder roller coasters, right?
Probably me too. Accelerator at Knott's Berry Farm was messed up, but I've been on it twice. But
Yeah.
yeah,
It like in theory, I had even seen like the videos of the ride, and it seemed tame in ways.
yeah. I heard it was intense. To me, it looked like it was pretty intense. It was more intense than I was expecting, even. But I'm also a big baby with roller coasters.
No, it had a lot of like, it kind of fucked up my neck. Like it felt,
Excuse your mouth.
it felt my I felt my G, not my G spot.
Your G spot.
I felt the G forces like crushing me down my neck. I wasn't prepared because I was planning to record some of it.
You got a massage. Don't worry.
Yeah, and it was a lot. It was surprisingly like also heavy. Like it's an old steel coaster, I suppose.
Kind of.
Right?
It's a newer
version of
but,
that,
but
still
yes,
it had that kind of
that
very
rickety. Well, this
punchy.
wood is more rickety, but like it's still like harsh in a way.
Yeah. But yeah, some of those drops I was not expecting. Like I was thinking, like, oh yeah, my mom could do this one, and after coming out of that,
No, Mama Elsa could not do it.
Yeah.
Your mom, I guess you know.
No,
better.
definitely not.
Definitely not.
no, I mean the Big Thunder Railroad is too much for her.
How about your sisters or your?
I think my sisters would be fine. My father, no, my father doesn't even try these
Okay.
things.
Father doesn't. My father just eats at the parks. So it's fine.
Yeah. So, but it was cool. It was cool. It was exciting. It looks old in ways.
Yeah, but that was such a cool like monument. I think parks, like theme parks, need like tall,
For sure.
like ride monuments, like centerpieces. And like it was set in the Asia like section, and I thought it was super striking, and it had several different vantage points where it was really visible and
It's a
striking.
It's a waypoint for the park.
Yeah,
It's a.
they call
like
them icons at Disney. It's like the term.
Yeah, I know, but like for like game design, it's like a
Yeah,
like a marker for you to like orient yourself, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but the Tree of Life is the main icon of the park of this park. But like to get to like the back end, because this is the back end in Asia, it was very clear and really cool looking.
Yeah, it's striking. There's a few again videos of that, I suppose.
Score?
Score. I guess I'll also give this one an 8, even though it's I don't know if I liked it more or less, but yeah.
Okay.
It's cool.
Sure.
It was a bit rough.
A little too rough for you.
Yeah. What about you?
9.
Oh, you liked it a lot.
I was really impressed. I kind of want to get on it again. I would probably be a baby. I would probably be a little bitch before we take off again. But it was surprising how much I enjoyed it as somebody who doesn't like thrill rides.
I had a good time with it, but it didn't.
Yeah, like I kind of still have like almost a little bit more of an adrenaline rush going.
What I found
now.
with this one particularly, that compared to other ones, I'm not a big expert on roller coaster or anything.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, though?
Yes, Roller Coaster Tycoon I am an expert on. I can tell you what's going to thrill the audience.
All the hot tips.
Yeah, but never vertical Gs, always horizontal Gs.
LOL wrong. Horizontal Gs are much more nausea-inducing than vertical Gs.
Yes, same.
Yeah, anyway. I felt like this one had too many stops and goes.
Okay.
It was constantly kind of like going and doing a one drop, and then it would stop you and do a set piece, and then drop you back and stop you again, and then forward. It's like it had too many kind of pauses for my enjoyment.
Okay.
I kind of like the feeling of just like kind of letting go and having the weight kind of carry you. I think that's such a cool thing for a roller coaster.
Of course.
But this one had very like, yeah.
No, this was meant to be like
abrupt.
Just like a thrill. It was trying to throw you around.
Yeah.
It wanted you to feel like a cart let loose.
Yeah.
I think was the aim.
Yeah. And I guess it succeeds at that.
Yeah. Okay. From there
we went to dinosaurs, I think.
Dinosaur,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much directly to dinosaur.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had heard, you told me that the track was the same as Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones at Disneyland.
So I had sort of high expectations.
I also did. Like I heard some people saying it's not as good, but the people who are Disney World faithfuls sometimes say it's better. And so I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. And so I had not high expectations, but I was expecting Indiana Jones to some degree. You can't see anything on this ride.
Yeah.
It's dark for 95% of it, I would say.
It is way too dark, and it's not interesting enough.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that big sense of like, wow, you get out there, as in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Like that bridge or whatever. Yeah, this one is just a number of different rooms with like a pretty weak rubber animatronic dinosaur.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like if you don't like think about it too much, it's kind of cool and like freaky to a certain degree when it's like poking out at you. But like if you look back to the back of the shadows, you can see that it is just a torso like sticking out of a wall going like this, and it's pretty
it's
dumb.
very basic. I remember specifically the one with like Brachiosaurus or whatever, the long neck one, and it was just really. It was not even an attempt to hide it. It was just the neck, like, and the back side of the neck was just like metal bits that were connected to the wall. It was so disappointing. Very, very lame, and the setup and everything just felt a little bit weak. I mentioned to Rick that it's so easy to make like theme parks based on like maybe like research facilities, because it's just like make an office and put like some fancy
a lab with strobe lights or something. Yeah.
And it just felt like that.
It broke out.
Yeah. Even like the queues were very like, there's a part that's more of a natural history museum thing. But a lot of it is just like, oh, this is a hallway from a government institution. That's it. So yeah, very, very lame. I thought it was bleh. I thought it was a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I was going to say one more thing. Oh, just that I wanted to compare it real quick to like Jurassic Park. Because like even putting the Indiana Jones
I haven't played the Jurassic Park.
Okay, well I guess I'll speak on the authority on this. That's putting the Indiana Jones like ride system aside. It feels even more comparable to Jurassic Park or Jurassic World at the Universal parks, and I think those are some of the strongest rides in the industry. Let alone just Universal. I think they're great. Right. And they tell a good story because there's a build up. There is, it's like even though you know what's going to happen, there is like a level of like safety at first. Like, oh, we're on an adventure and what can go wrong? And then like a slash on the wall and you're like, oh, something escaped. And then you go into the little lab and the strobe lights and you can see the things and you hear the sounds and you see like more and more dinosaurs appearing throughout the ride and stuff. And then you have your big climax when you go over the waterfall, and it's fantastic. It works really well.
Right.
And this is just kind of like, I don't know, we have a ride system when we have like 4 dinosaur animatronics, but they're not great, so just keep it dark the whole time. And so, yeah, lame. Honestly, like maybe a 2.
Sure. I mean, I guess it could go lower.
Just because you can't even see it.
I thought it was like the lowest I could give a Disney ride.
Yeah, just because it feels like it's hiding something. So like I was like slightly more towards the middle when I first got off of it, but the more I've thought about it, it's kind of inexcusable because it really feels like it's hiding something.
Yeah.
With the whole, it's really that dark. It's darker than Space Mountain sometimes, I would say.
Yeah.
Like you try to record it and you think you just kind of scrapped it because you're like, why?
You'll see. It's just there's no point.
Yeah, like we can't even see with our eyes. What's the camera going to see?
Yeah.
So 2.
Very, very lame.
Okay. From there,
after that, I don't know if we did a stop, but we went to the Cali River Rapids.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a break, but who cares about that? We went on the Cali River Rapids. Is the main attraction we did after that? Yeah. Yeah,
I got sold on them. I was thinking of going into the Pandora, whatever, the other water.
Oh,
ride.
the Navi River Run. Yeah. It was just like over an hour wait, and I heard it's fine, but it's not that great. I don't know if I want to wait an hour for that.
So
our feet were hurting.
We didn't do the Navi River Rapids?
Run, I think it's called.
Okay.
Maybe Rapids. I don't know.
I don't no idea. But we ended up going in the what?
Navi River Journey.
Navi River Journey, and we ended up doing the Cali River
Rapids. Yeah.
Okay, those are great names for me to remember always.
Yeah.
So I've got such good memory with names like that. Anyway, that one, I don't know. It was a fairly long like wait time for what it was, and it felt even worse because at that point our feet were killing us, and the heat was getting worse.
Yeah, it was not that long of a wait. Like in the
for
grand
about
scheme,
half an hour.
On the grand scheme of like waits, especially for Disney, it was a pretty empty day.
Yeah.
But it felt long with the condition we were in. But like sitting down felt nice, and I think that the getting wet, because we didn't get too wet, honestly.
I mean, there's no way to get too wet, I don't think.
Yeah, there's one splash, which is weird. I feel like we'll get into that part too in a second. But I do think that getting wet was refreshing that day. It was pretty impressive.
I was feeling pretty weak before that ride. I was having a pretty bad headache.
Yeah, same.
And yeah, I was not really enjoying. I was thinking about it. Yeah, we're going home after this.
Mm-hmm.
And no, for some reason the ride itself, as lame as it was, it kind of did rejuvenate me.
Yes, I think like being in the water area was cooling, and then getting a little bit wet gave us a little bit of a second wind.
For sure. The ride itself, though.
Yeah, and it's the ride. If you don't know, it's the ride every theme park has, where you get into a donut in like a circle. You buckle yourself in, and then you spins on the rapids, and then like something splashes on you. But I feel like most of them have like some sort of twist. You have like jets of water to shoot out, waterfalls, a couple of like drops to splash you. Like I could have sworn there's at least one where there's like the centered place that you can hold on to. You could spin it to spin the raft.
People around.
So so it became competitive to splash the other person, which was fun. Stuff like that refreshes it, makes it look.
I also feel like I've seen something more creative with this setup.
But this one was just one, like quite severe of a splash, but just one.
It was one. I wouldn't even say that it was that severe. I feel like I've been in worse.
Maybe,
and
yeah.
I don't even remember them. So.
Maybe, but I just mean like it's still got almost the entire raft.
It's a very long like setup for just that one
Yeah.
splash.
Yeah, so not great.
Yeah, pretty disappointing
Review.
for me. I would say that it made us feel better, so I guess that's something.
Yeah, if you need it helps to, yes, if you need a cooling off, if you feel faint.
The theming was cute as well.
Theming was cute. The theming is always cute here.
Yeah.
That was always pretty good.
Dinosaur wasn't even that. But anyway.
Sure, it's not bad though. There's some worse ones. Again, Disneyland guy. A lot of the rides that were built in the 50s, they look it.
Yeah.
It is
sure.
just like metal, just like wind around. But like all of them, there's effort put into the theming.
But I was mentioning to Rick that having been to Disneyland a few years ago, it did feel like most of these rides, the theming was like a bit of a cut above, maybe newer, you know?
Yeah.
It just looked less theme parky and more almost found objects of the culture or whatever.
Yeah, they put consideration into giving you something to look at to entertain you while you're waiting.
And varied enough as well.
Huh?
And varied
Yeah,
enough.
like it's specific to that ride.
Yeah.
And sometimes not oftentimes. If it calls for it, like Pandora or something, storytelling to like give you some context before you get on the ride, which I love.
For sure.
I think that makes a world of difference.
Anyway,
if
did
possible.
we give scores?
Give me your score.
I don't really know. 5.
Okay, 6.
Right.
It's always fun. It's just like considering. I think that's one of the great like ride types in a way.
Yeah.
As long as it's hot enough, it was really lame.
I was also mentioning,
but it's always fun.
I was also mentioning to Rick that like in Roller Coaster Tycoon, those rolling donuts were always kind of like a pretty baseline okay thing to put in your park because everyone kind of liked it. It was good excitement, good intensity, and it was like a general good money maker. Mm-hmm. And this one felt like they didn't even try.
It felt like that's it. Yeah, we pulled up to the end and we were like, it's over?
Yeah. Very, very surprising.
I remember somebody else, like, one guy didn't really get wet from that splash. And then they're like, you're next, dude. And then, like, it was over. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess you're not getting wet.
Yes, you're not next. You're fine.
Yeah.
You got lucky. That's it. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay, well, that was that part. And then from there, we wrapped it out with the safari, Kilimanjaro safari.
We did the safari because we heard that at lunchtime, all the animals were sleeping.
Yeah, so we went a little bit past lunch, and we had decent luck, I thought.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was cute. Like, I know it's maybe not it's again akin to Universal Studios Hollywood's backlot tour. It's basically that, but with live animals.
Yeah.
Like living in their
I assume that there's a lot of conservation going on with this.
Yeah, I do think Disney puts a lot of effort into that stuff. I don't know if you ever want to reward animal captivity, but
No.
I guess at some point with maybe certain things that need help, it is helpful when they are endangered and aren't doing so well on their own.
I don't have an issue with the nature of animal captivity. I just find it a little bit weird and off-putting, especially when it is like animals that are not from around here and they're not. I don't know.
Yeah, they try to simulate their habitats, I assume, and give them a diet that they need to survive. Yeah. But it's still in Florida. It's not Africa.
Yeah.
And so I imagine there's still a lot of tryingness for them.
Yeah, I imagine they're protected here, but it seems a little bit artificial, and like of course, even if it's large, it's still small.
Yes, and putting all that stuff aside, I thought it was super cute. We got really lucky with the animals we got to see.
It was sweet, yeah.
Yeah, and so I had a really good time. It's a nice break. It's long enough to get a rest for your feet.
Yeah.
Which we needed again at that point. It was the end of our day.
That's true.
So I really enjoyed that. Our driver tour guide was pretty good. I enjoyed it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was cute. It was like expected. I don't fault it for being what it is. I knew kind of what it would be. But at the same time, it's not something exciting or like there's something like often a little bit sad of like zoos and these sorts of things. To me, we like seeing the animal. They're not in a cage here, but it's not a cage.
No, I know. Yeah, especially when we went to go see otters. This isn't part of the ride, but we see otters, and like the little kids come running when they're swimming about, and be like, do something, and it's like I want to hit the kid, and like, your mother say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that barely happened, but yes, it is true. So yeah, I don't know. I guess a 6. It was nice.
7.
Yeah.
I liked it. I would go on again.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. But that was the end of our day.
Yeah, I mean, sort of. It wasn't really the end of our day.
Our end of our day at the park, I should say.
Yeah, we finally managed to get our stuff from the Bell, what's it called?
Bell service.
And we brought it here, which was surprisingly very far from the Bell service.
Yeah.
It's basically all the way across
Yeah.
the resort
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah. I asked to be put by the Skyliner, not knowing necessarily where the Skyliner is. And they're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
we'll
did.
put you right there, buddy. It's all the way at the other end of the resort. Yeah.
Which is fine, I guess. We wanted Skyline for
Yeah,
utility.
we have good access to the parks now, but it was after that day, walking here was a lot with heavy luggage.
Yeah. And then, well, we rested a bit. We showered up. We freshened up a bit because yes, it was a lot. And we went. I had dinner at
Sebastian's Bistro.
Sebastian's Bistro, where they have a custom soundtrack by Sebastian the Crab.
Ooh, that was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's perfectly fine by me.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna name it Sebastian,
Of course, they went for that theming and stuff, but it was kind of like it's just gonna be Sebastian this whole time, then, huh?
Yeah, I can't imagine the workers there how
Yeah,
fun, how
must be-
much fun they must have.
You must really love Disney to work at that place, and
Yeah.
specifically the Little Mermaid because it is Sebastian singing 24/7.
You idiot!
Yep, lots of fun. Maybe he's got a really huge repertoire of thousands of songs covered
Yeah.
by Sebastian.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a prefix menu.
Yeah,
I thought the food was really great, personally.
it was very nice. The food was a lot too.
There's a lot of food. I'm still full. We had to walk it off.
Yeah, if it was quite sweet, I'll say. Unexpectedly sweet most of the dinner.
Yeah, I thought very sweet in the first half, and the first bit, the appetizer and the dessert were very, very sweet.
Yeah.
The meat wasn't too sweet, though, I thought.
No,
but,
that's true. But it had some like vinegary.
like the vegetables were pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything had that kind of like vinegary pickled sweetness to it.
Yeah.
But it was just fine. It's just an interesting menu.
Yeah.
It was good. It was really good. Overall, the price was very reasonable as well.
Yeah.
Although we got a bit,
Suckered.
we got suckered into ordering a pitcher of sangria
Yeah.
because we wanted to get our sangria each, and they was like, "Well, do you want to make it a pitcher to share?" And it's like, "Sure." And then the price of the pitcher was considerably more than 2 or 3 of the
Yeah.
single sangria. So, well, who knows?
I guess we got a lot of sangria, but it
Yeah.
was yeah, we learned our lesson.
Mm-hmm.
We order what we order, exactly what we know we're getting.
Yeah.
So
So well, but I guess that's our fault in many ways
yeah,
for not knowing.
at least it took our annual pass discount here,
Yeah.
which we couldn't save for lunch.
Mm-hmm. And that was our first day. And tomorrow, what are we doing?
Tomorrow we're going to Hollywood Studios. Pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
My least favorite park that we went to, including Universal, when I was a kid. I've heard it's been plussed a lot. So looking forward to seeing what it's like now.
Yeah, I've been there, but I don't remember much.
Yeah.
I remember it being kind of like limited, but I always have a fondness for rock and roller coasters because it was one of my first like more intense roller coasters, and I enjoyed it a lot. So hopefully
Yeah, we'll do.
we'll have a fun time there.
I mean, yeah, of course. I didn't get to go on that last time. Honestly, I don't remember getting on it anything in last time.
All right.
I was looking at the ride thing list, and I was like, "What did we go on? We spent a day there. What did we do?"
You looked around.
Yeah, I think we went on like Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular,
Yeah, I've done that one. As
and
well.
like that's all I can think we did. We didn't even go on the Great Movie Ride, which is like gone now. And people are mad about. We didn't get on that. What did we do?
Well, we'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah. Peace.
Okay, good night. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Oh.